Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War. Uh, we had basically taken out all of Prussia's territories in the east, and we were preparing to move our forces over into the west to hopefully deal a death blow to Prussia. And I think those are French armies that are allied, yes. I thought maybe France was going to help us out, but nope, nope, they are allied with Prussia. Um, but we're not at war with them, so we actually don't have to worry about French presence. Okay, good. Uh, and then we also defeated some Swedish armies in former Russian territory. I think I'm going to keep these armies in this area so that once winter passes, we will go and attack Finland and then possibly go and attack Stockholm and take out Stockholm as well. But that's for later on down the line. Let's see. Oh, I can make 3 more armies. Awesome. Let's do that. Alright, so that's 8, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's actually just fill them up and we'll just keep a relatively close eye on it. Okay, cool. And next, we managed to secure Provence from the Spanish and then from the rebels that the Spanish incurred. We have this glitchy army that I am trying not to forget because, as I mentioned in the episode where it came out, my plan is to basically load them onto a boat and then sink the boat because I can't get rid of them, and they are otherwise they've caused my game to crash. So sorry to those like 1,500 troops or whatever it is, but yeah, can't be having that. But don't worry, we'll do it close to port so they can swim back to shore. Oh my god, this is totally scuffed. Anyway, I think let's continue. Okay, we were sabotaged. Let's go and fix that. Brandenburg is on strike. You've established a spy network. You've established a spy network. And you as well. Alright, good. That's helpful. Friends in high places, yeah, whatever. The Balearic Sea. Ah, yes, excellent. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, fingers crossed. I'll just save just so we can reload it in case it crashes. Yeah, it crashed. So I'm uh, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I can't seem to load them up, and it's just causing way more problems than it's worth. So I'm just not going to worry about it too much. We'll just leave them alone, and hopefully Provence just kind of like won't be something we'll have to worry about for very long. Because if France does declare war on us, we'll just have them uh, so distracted in Germany, hopefully, that they won't be able to do anything, and we don't have to worry about defending Provence. So yeah, I think we'll just ignore that. All right, cool. Here's our mighty army. I think I think I ended up calculating that this was something like 20,000 men sitting here, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that's fun. Let's see. I think if I remember, yeah, we don't have enough time to make it to Abo. Is Helsinki not in this area? Maybe I'm misremembering, but I thought Helsinki was like on the southern coast here. Oh, it is. It's right here. Huh. Okay. Maybe Abo was just the capital of Finland at the time, and Helsinki didn't become the capital until later. Future me will find out. He's a good egg. Um, Okay. Let's, I guess let's keep building up our military infrastructure. We might as well. That's at the highest level. Okay, and then these were built. I'm actually going to leave them there. We'll just kind of build up that army in that area. Okay. All right. So you need 1, 2, oh, just 8 more. Okay, so that will fill out that army. And then we have 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 with a general. And so we have enough that we can finish production out in Vienna. Excellent. And then we can just finish up in Prague as well. Cool. Okay, I think that's... Oh, wait. First, let's make sure that... Oh, goodness. That's going to take forever to repair. Whatever. I want you guys to be prepared to attack France from the south. I want to get them going and take Britannia, I guess, and Normandy. That's already at max level. Sorry, I just gotta reorganize our recently acquired territories now that we've formally taken over control. And the war is over. Or at least in this area, it's over. Okay, I think that's good. Just make sure here. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Where are you going? I'm sure he's going somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh no. Alright, well, they're safe now anyway, so not too worried about it. Grand Opera House, again, whatever, we're already repairing it. More stuff built. Okay. I have made this complicated, but as long as I'm careful, I don't think we'll have too many problems. Three, 4, 5. Okay. And then 8. We currently have 9, so that'll get us to 17. So we will need 3 more on top of that. Okay, that should be good. I want to send... problem is I don't know how much to dedicate to this area, because in theory, most of the French efforts will be directed into this area, you know, like that. But I don't actually know how well that's going to pan out. So let's make sure our armies will all support each other so that the Prussians don't get inclined to intercept us. I guess I hadn't mentioned that before. That's why I am trying to be very careful with my movements. Is if you have them in supporting distance of each other, then the Prussians they theoretically do get the prompt to intercept, but the idea is that they don't. They don't want to intercept because, you know, our forces are so overwhelming. Okay. That's good. Let's move them. Let's see if we can just shove the Prussians back. Okay, good. Now how do you guys feel? Awesome. And that forced the French armies out of the region. Good. And now Prussia just has one territory left. In fact, I wonder if we can, like... I think I'd rather our troops be at full strength, but... Well, I think just to recover our movement points, we might hold on another turn. Nah, we'll be fine. Uh-oh. Can we make it to that other army? Try and shoo it away. Yeah. Cool. Well done, gentlemen. Corporal Gold Braid, awesome. Attacking General. Woo! Alright, Prussia has now been destroyed. That is yet another nation that has fallen. Awesome. Yeah, sorry I didn't let that play before, but I'm so used to seeing it that I automatically, just out of habit, sort of skip it. But yeah, it's just a slow-mo shot of their shoulders being all dead and stuff. It kind of makes me feel bad. But whatever, we did it. We destroyed them as... Oh, right, Great Britain. I always forget about Great Britain. But, man, they hate everybody. Oh, no, everybody hates them. But they're all right with the French. I'm the real enemy here. Nobody likes me, except Switzerland. Switzerland actually kind of likes me. What about... What's the Stuttgart? Why do you guys not like me? Territorial expansion. Yeah, I guess that figures. I have kind of taken over Europe at this point. Okay. So I guess the next step is to prepare for the war with France. But let's also micromanage this and make sure that they get into winter quarters so they don't take attrition over winter. Alright, cool. I don't like the look of that. One of my armies is blocked. Okay. And there is no attrition in this region, so that's good. We don't have to worry about that. Austria is still making more troops. Okay, so now we just have to be a little careful because there is that French fleet that looks like it might be preparing to drop an army on our heads. So I'm going to start moving my troops kind of in that direction. But we'll just kind of skip our way between cities so that we don't take attrition along the way. But I'll bet that they're going to drop somewhere around here, or like just kind of in this area in general. That would be my guess, if they are indeed trying to drop on me. In fact, they're not at war with Sweden, are they? No, they're just allied with Denmark. Okay, well, I guess we'll be prepared for that. We also kind of have to prepare for what the French are going to do in northern Germany. because they actually do have a pretty significant number of forces in the area, and I don't think I can actually stand up to them if they were to bring everything against one point. We have to kind of try and separate them a little bit and hope that they don't. I mean, they've been doing that. They've been, like, we've seen them move, big old chunks of units. Like, the most recent example I can remember is when they moved tons of armies into Saxony. I think that was in our last war, quote unquote, against them. It was really like one battle, but even still, that could pose something of a problem for us. Let's at least kind of... Ooh, Brandenburg is no longer unhappy. That is good. I think what I'm going to do, we'll abandon Oldenburg if the French do indeed declare war on us. And then we will hopefully... My hope is that they'll try to send troops along any front they can. As in, they won't just send everything against one place. They'll send a couple of stacks here, a couple of stacks here, and a couple of stacks off to Saxony or whatever. And then we can just, start picking them apart while keeping our army collected together, mostly. In fact, let's take these units and put them in Brandenburg so they recover faster. Because I imagine the French are probably going... If they're going to declare war on us, it's going to be any day now. Actually, you're fine. You stay there. You'll be recovered next turn anyway. Okay. I'm almost tempted to just send stuff against Kessel now. Get the jump on them. But I'd like my troops to be recovered first. So tell you what, once these troops are fully replenished, then we will try and make a surprise attack on France. And try and prosecute the war. And like I said, I'm going to hope that the French split up their forces immediately. But if they don't, then they will start to spread out their forces as they occupy more territory, and that's when we can start picking them apart piece by piece. The only thing that I'm really concerned about, is we have so much territory now. We can basically trade all we want. It's just if they take Brandenburg and we lose it, if we lose Berlin, then retaking it, we're going to have to deal with an unhappy populace all over again. And that just doesn't sound like a fun time to me. So I'm going to try to hold Berlin, but hopefully by that point they will have spread out their forces enough that we will have won. We'll have them at a point where we can start picking them apart, like my plan entails. So you guys head on over to help out Munich. We'll reinforce Munich garrison. I think we have enough troops here that I'm okay directing this new army over to Munich as well. And we'll make like a two-pronged attack and hopefully, start cutting off any French reinforcements coming from the south. That's the plan, but we'll see how that turns out. Okay. Is there anything else that I can do right now? Not really. Alright, let's do this. Uniform armaments, that's alright. Another spy network established. Good for you. Okay, this army is done. So you guys go and garrison Munich. And you guys go here. And I think I'm good with the fortified bridge going on there. France. They have definitely done the thing that I thought they would. So we'll send one of our ships over in this direction in the hopes that they can get into here and cut this off. So if the French move into this area and drop an army in like somewhere around here, which it looks like is what they're trying to do, then we will be able to block them in and stop that fleet from doing anything. Okay, so I don't know where they're actually going to try to drop. I do suspect it's going to be somewhere in this area, but I guess it could theoretically also be around here still. But if they were going to drop, you know, this far southwest-ish, compared to my army anyway, then they would have just done it. Like, they would have dropped on this turn. So with that in mind, with the possibility of trapping the French fleet in mind, I think I'm actually going to delay my attack on France by one turn. It's just my concern is the longer we delay it, the more chance the French have of getting their forces into positions that I don't like. But I think we will be okay for now. Once we take out their forces in the area, I think I'm going to split my army into 2 major columns, and we'll go down like this way, and we'll send one column to take this stuff, and then the other column to take this stuff, and we'll hopefully just overwhelm the French. But that will be the plan for the actual proper invasion, which, like I said, it might actually be a good idea for us to delay that by maybe one more turn. It kind of depends on what this French fleet does. So I guess let's find out what that French fleet will do. Especially since northern Germany, the French have kind of evacuated their holdings east of the Rhine. Oh, as I said that, they've now brought them back. I don't know if that's in response to my movements, but I don't know. Let's move them back away from the front and out of the French vision, and see if that has any effect on what the French do. It's a lot of posturing. Kind of entered something of a phony war, or just sort of making scary faces at each other across the river here. I don't know if the French can still see my army, but we can like stuff them into this forest here, and they can hide. Okay, cool. They are all hidden for right now. France. Where did that French fleet go? Yeah, they're in here. Okay. So now that our armies are moved back a little bit, maybe France will pull back from this area and move towards Brussels, like they were a minute ago. But let's see what happens. It's also possible that they were just moving up because they are planning to drop their army on top of us. If so, then that's slightly annoying, but not really much of a problem, I think. Oop. You go there. Alright, cool. And let's go. What are they doing? Ooh, okay. So now we just have them like super blocked. Like we don't we're not even blocking them into this area, we're now blocking them into this area. Which is fine by me. Let's see, is there any way we can be better prepared for this invasion? I don't think so. So then we're going to move... let's see. I think the biggest threat right now is this congregation in Cleves. But they've still got a lot of forces kind of roaming around. But what I kind of want to do is I want to take everything and attack either Castle or Cleves to start the war, and take that territory from them, and then split up our army. But like, you know, once we've cleared out French forces from the area and like forced them back a little bit more. Let's move everything up to the border. In fact, I think since all of our forces seem to be able to just make it to Cleves, or to Castle rather, let's just go ahead and do that. Declare war. In fact, let's bring in our allies now. Because now I hope to basically destroy the French here. So, if our allies open up another front, oh, nuts, then that will be yet more places for the French to split up their forces. And also, unlike our liberated Hesse-Kassel, they've had time to build up their troops, so their army is about as strong as it's going to get right now. So we might as well prepare ourselves for that. Oh, interesting. Okay. I guess this is the first battle of the war. Neat. That went well. No, just destroy them. Alright. In fact, I think that is, I think, just trying to be very careful with our troop movements. Okay, I'm gonna fight this one in person. We'll just destroy what's left of this force. Okay, and so the plan is that we will have these three armies that are coming up from Bavaria reinforce the garrison at Kassel, and have basically everything else continue moving westward towards the Netherlands. I'm forgetting the capital city right now, but we'll see it back on the campaign map. But towards the former Batavian Republic. Sorry, I got distracted. So we'll keep moving all of the rest of that big force to the west, and have, you know, like 8 armies or whatever, all concentrated on where the French are most likely to come from. So hopefully we'll be able to continue to overwhelm them. And then we also want to get up a little close, actually, and make it so that the French artillery stays put and keeps firing into the hills.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
What? How?
Our men are running, sir!
What, seriously? Whatever. Just send in those guys. And then also send up some reserves. Why? How are they still shooting at us? Ah, we got stuck on the first group. And then the second group came in and started shooting us with canister at point blank. Yikes. Sorry about that, guys.
Our men are running.
Oh, come on. Dude! My God. That's annoying. Whatever, we still win.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
I guess we are fighting Napoleonic France, and as Napoleon would say, you never give up the guns. So they are just kind of doing what would normally be expected of them under the circumstances. Doesn't mean it isn't annoying. Well, that was probably more costly than it needed to be, but yeah, ouch. But still, we've taken castle. We've cleared that army. I'm having some recording glitches, so I'm actually just going to call it an episode. And on the next episode, we'll continue our campaign, though. So until then, I'll see you later.